Hi everyone, this is your daily tarot reading for Friday the 28th of July 2018. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Witch's Tarot again today because it's the day after the big eclipse. If you haven't checked out the video on the eclipse, have a look at that because it does last for 6 months, the effects. And today is really the day when it's better to spring into action. The eclipse itself would have brought up quite a lot of energy for you, but now this day afterwards is when you have muddled through all of the info and now it's time to kind of run with something and to take action. And it's funny that the High Priestess is coming up because she's all about non-action. So let's have a look at what the cards want to say on this. So we have the Lovers in reverse, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Good. So the High Priestess is passive. You can see she sits beyond good and evil. She has this scroll there, some beautiful flowers. She looks incredibly beautiful and intelligent. And she's covered in this blue dress. And blue is the color of water, feelings, intuition, and being connected with the higher realms. She's also connected with magic. She's got this black cat here and the moon, so there's a feeling of almost magic happening. But the High Priestess is like the Oracle of Delphi. She knows everything. So usually the space behind her is covered in a sheet that has pomegranates on it. Sometimes it's just purple. And what that veil represents, that sheet behind her, is the veil between this world and the other world. In this case, they've done it that she's sitting on the moon and you can see the galaxy here. So she has access to other dimensions, other realms. She's able to access the Akashic records, the collective unconscious, whatever you want to call it. She's able to really get in touch and get all the answers that she needs. And that is something that has happened to you now during this eclipse. And it may even still be happening today to some extent, where you really get very specific information in terms of what you can do that you love, that's going to help other people, that's going to be of service to other people. And it may feel scary, but because you believe in it so much, you take action on it anyway, because you have all the knowledge. You're not going to learn any more than you know now. The Lovers is two people coming together, soulmates coming together, and it's a major arcana card. It represents the process of you as an individual finding someone who's compatible with you and someone who really makes you feel alive and in love and understood and heard and like you're in it together. And that's divinely guided. But it can also apply to finding the love for yourself, finding your way back to yourself and falling in love with yourself. And that always sounds so trite in a way, you know. On TV, you can't love anyone else before you love yourself. Can I get an amen? And I'm always talking about love yourself, and it sounds so nothing when you say it, but that is the first thing that we all need to do. I really think at school they should teach kids how to self-care and how to love yourself, because that is really the key that unlocks everything. As soon as you love yourself, you vibrate at a completely different frequency, and it makes attracting partners and wonderful situations in your life so much easier. So forget about the world a little bit and love yourself. That will bring the right person, that will bring the job that you love, that will bring the life purpose that you're passionate about. And it's loving yourself first. So this is in reverse. So it's about using the knowledge that you've got now and taking action so that you can turn this around and that you can engage today with the thing that you love and that you can get started. So yesterday was about information gathering. The eclipse gave you this amazing insight into what your life purpose is and how that life purpose can help other people. So you now know that. You're the high priestess, you're sitting there, there's your scroll. It's been written on that scroll. This is how I'm going to do it. Now, you're looking at your future and you're seeing that, okay, in terms of my love life, and it's going to be different for each of you, in terms of my love life, in terms of my career, in terms of my life purpose, in terms of my health, I'm not totally in love with that. Some of you are going to be married and the romance thing, you tick the box. Some of you may be in perfect health, you've ticked that box. But if you haven't ticked the box of work, then that's something today that you have information on and that you know how to turn around so that you will end up loving it. So you could today start up by signing up for the course that's going to enable you to do the job that you love. Or you can self-educate to start doing what you love. Or you can join a group that's going to enable you to do it. Or get a certificate. Or if you have the skills already, you can just get started. Basically, it's about turning this around so that you can find love in your life. If work and health and all of that is sorted and it's relationships that are unfulfilled in your life and the card is upside down, then you can go out today and you can really, with this heightened vibration, look at how I'm going to find the ideal partner for you, and you will be guided, and it's going to be a partner that's a soulmate and that's going to help you really feel a genuine passion and attraction, and it's going to help other people. Two people together create magic between them, and they can often create so much more than either person on their own. Because when you bring two people together, the universe is present, the angels are present, because it's magic. Two people coming together is a magical thing that creates love and beauty and a high vibration and a high frequency, and it has a ripple effect, and it makes things around them better. Look at the beautiful garden they're in. Like, imagine this was a wasteland and these two soulmates show up and they kiss in the gardens, and imagine magically all of the flowers and the trees coming back to life and suddenly blooming. That's what love is about. It's taking something that felt dead and hard and hopeless and really giving it new life, breathing new life into it. Finally, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Pentacles is a card that represents hardship, rejection, and difficulties. So it's being thrown out of your institution because you're not welcome, or it's losing a job, or it's suffering ill health. It's requiring the support of other people. It's really a card that means that in the physical world, you can see the tree, it's bare, it's rough, times are tough. But there is this little ray of hope that's always there. And if you get through the tough times, things will look better again. Spring will come again, summer will come again, and you will be able to flourish and blossom. And that's in reverse as well. So it's not going to be hard for you to take physical, practical action today because you have all the knowledge that you need. And this is like signing up for that course, or saying, I want to find a partner, so I am going to go to that speed dating party I was invited to, rather than crumpling up the invite and throwing it away like I would have done otherwise. It's going to be easy for you to take action in the real world because you're so informed, and that action is going to lead you to this central card, which is finding someone or something that you absolutely love and adore. That's destined for you, it's divinely guided, and you've been guided there as a result of the eclipse and listening to your feelings and doing the inner work. I was speaking to my sponsor about this yesterday, and he said, well, what about all the people who aren't aware of astrology or the energies and who are doing different things today? And I said, well, there are going to be people on the eclipse who aren't looking at the moon and contemplating. There are going to be people who are busy planning the next bank heist, and people shooting guns and people fighting. So there are a lot of people who aren't going to pay attention to this and who are really missing an astrological event. I mean, the next time we're going to have a blood moon like this is in 125,000 years, I heard on the news this morning. So this is really a special, special event. And this is the day after. And it's given you, it's amazing how the cards reflect that in their own wonderful, unique way. That they're saying you have everything that you need now, knowledge-wise. I'm shaking a bit this morning. I usually, sorry, this is off topic. I usually have tea in the morning. I had coffee and I'm like, so, okay. You have all the information that you need. And now really it's just about taking that info and acting, saying, okay, I have the information now, it's time to act. And by taking action, you're going to turn these around. You're going to find it really easy to get things sorted out so that you can get to your happy place. Really simple. If we know what we're doing, it's really easy to get it done. I always mention this. If at 5 years old you know that you want to be a vet, you can work hard at school in the subjects that you need to get into veterinary school, and then you train as a vet, and then you're a vet. And that's so easy, but most of us don't have that luxury of knowing what we're supposed to do. A lot of us struggle with our life purpose. It took me a decade. So if you're someone who's struggling as well, there's no shame in that. It's just part of your journey to discover what it is you're supposed to do in life. And for some of us, it takes 30 years and others it takes 5. And there's no good or bad about that. It's just your journey, where you're at and what you're doing. If you do struggle with your life purpose, if you do struggle with understanding what your vocational aptitudes are or why you're here, then I can do a personal reading for you. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. And on the astrology chart, it's really clearly stated what your life purpose is. So I can analyze the chart for you and tell you why you're here, what you're going to be good at work-wise, what's written on your forehead, so to speak. So what's destined for you in terms of love and health and moving and spiritual progress and friendships. And I can also answer any questions you may have. So if you do want a private reading, if this eclipse hasn't been everything you expected and you still feel a little bit fuzzy or hazy about your life purpose or what you're supposed to do for work or what the next priority ought to be, then please get in touch with me for a private reading so that we can answer that for you. Just go to gregoryscott.com, click on the readings tab or the book your reading button on the front page. You'll get to the readings page, order your reading there, and I'll be in touch to get that scheduled in. But let me look at the numbers as well today. We've got 2 and 6 is 8, and then 5 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is about structure, security, and stability. So the information that you've got and the action that you're going to take today is going to create a loving, passionate, wonderful circumstance in your life, whether it's a person or the dream job or the dream home. You're going to find it very easy to take practical action, and by taking that practical action today, you can already get to your happy place, or you can lay the foundations to get to your happy place. So you sign up for the VETS course, or you sign up for the astrology distance learning course, whatever it may be. So the vibration today is 4, and it's like a nice little platform. It's the foundation stones that you can build a house on. And today you're starting to build your house. And your house is a metaphor for your best possible life that you can live. Not leave, live. The best possible life that you can live. So it's a fresh start today. It's almost like there's a line, the past is done. We now know what we need to know. And it's time to get busy and doing the things we want. And also notice how this is all about you. This is about making yourself happy. This isn't about making your mother happy or your son happy. This is about finding your happy place. And when you're happy, you vibrate at a different frequency and you have a positive knock-on effect to other people anyway. So it's not selfish today to look for happiness, because the happiness that you will experience is going to help other people find their own happy place. So don't censor yourself, don't hold back, certainly don't feel guilty about the great things that you achieved, and give yourself a round of applause and celebrate that you now know where you're going, what you're doing, and trust and have faith that it is going to turn out like this, because this is a time that's so special that if you're engaging with this process, you're really going to end up with something incredibly special. I'm so thrilled to be able to give you this news and that the energy is like this at the moment, because I have been doing these readings for years and I tune into the energy every day. And the energy at the moment is so life-changing. It's so transformative. If your life has really been a mess for the last 20 years, this is the kind of power that you need to really change and make changes in your life. And change isn't easy, you know? Change is sometimes blood and guts. It's really hard, especially if you're trying to change something about yourself. But you have the power that you need to change things. So there's so much hope in that. Have a wonderful day. Like I said, if you'd like a private reading with me, I'm available all the time. Just get in touch via the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So click on the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. Someone asked me yesterday if it costs something. Nope, it doesn't cost anything. It just means that you're notified when I publish new videos, and it really helps me. So please hit subscribe if you like this video, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.